everybody, this is Troy Blanchard here with another great edition of Dream Body Boot Camps. I got the maintenance exercises that I want you to do for the month of April. We just finished up our April camp. We have a week before we reconvene in May. We're going to start back on May 5th, Tuesday. All right. So I have a couple exercises that I sent everybody in an email. So check your email inbox. I'm going to do a couple new ones here, again, with these maintenance exercises. And what I want you to do with these exercises is as I go through them, you can modify them. I'll give you a couple modifications on how you can actually modify them at home. But I want you to do these for about 30 to 45 seconds each. All right? And then go right on to the other one. And then the next one, the next one, the next one, and so on and so forth. All right? So the first one I got is going to be a squat curl with 10 presses at the top. I got my dumbbells here, and if you can see, I got my boot camp pants on. I'm ready to rock and roll. All right? So let me stand like this. I got a squat curl with 10 presses, right? So it's going to be one squat, curl, and then 10 presses as I come up. And then back down. Squat, curl, and press for 10. All right? And I'm keeping my head up on the ceiling as I do this with my abs nice and tight. Alright, squat, curl, press for 10. Again, I'm coming under my chin here with all these dumbbells. Right, I'm not up here. I'm making sure my range of motion is nice and wide. Alright? Now, again, 30 to 45 seconds per exercise. Next one up is going to be a push-up with an alternating knee pump. Alright? So if you're on your toes, you got to keep those legs wide. And then you're bringing the knees into the corresponding elbows all the way up and in, right? And again, I'm squeezing my obliques and squeezing my sides here as I do this. Now, if you want to do it on your knees, you can modify getting those knees up to the elbows. Again, you're still alternating sides, keeping those abs nice and tight. All right? So if you're on your toes, keep your feet about 2 feet apart. If you're on your knees, you can do the same thing. Again, just keep those knees apart as well. All righty? Next one up is going to be a plank twist. We're going to keep you in a push-up position. Now, instead of the knees coming to the outside of the body, we're going to bring those knees up and under the body with a twist. All right, so I'm rotating my hips from side to side as I do this. All right, so now the knee's going to come up and under the body to the opposite elbow. And again, we can also modify this to your knees if you wish. You're bringing the knees up and in. So instead of crossing them, you're bringing them in to the body. All right? All the way in. If you're on your knees, if you're on your toes, it's coming up and across with those hips being twisted from side to side. All right? Great exercise for your core and your obliques. Now, next exercise we got, let me stand up here, is going to be a simple, what's called a simple up and over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my mat. And what I'll show you here is going to be a squat with an up and over and another squat. And then I'm going to come back to where I am now. Right? So I'm going to start squatting. I come up and over and squat to the left, up and over and squat to the right. Again, I'm always constantly cycling and constantly moving with my arms up in front of my body. Right? Pushing off my outside foot. Again, if you don't want to hop, we can modify this to a step. So instead of a hop, we can squat and step. Again, same motion, a little less impact as we come up and over. All right, again, 30 to 45 seconds on each of these exercises. Now, getting my dumbbells, I'm going to grab one dumbbell. This is going to be a push-up row. All right, so in a push-up position with my legs apart, dumbbells in one hand, I'm going to row this for 10. All right, making sure my hips stay down and my abs stay tight. What's that, 9 I think, and 10. And then without dropping my knees, I'm going to just switch hands with the dumbbell and do 10 on the left side. All right, again, get my elbow all the way up like I'm trying to put my elbow on the ceiling, right? So it's coming all the way up past my body. Now, we can modify this again on your knees. Again, the only thing that I ask that if you're on your knees, whatever side you have the dumbbell on, the corresponding leg is straight. So you're on your knee on the opposite side, right? And then we'll row for 10, right? Let's say that's 10. And then we'll switch and we'll do another 10 on that left side. All right, so again, it can be on the toes or the knees. Great core exercise. Again, when we row this, whether you're on your knees or your toes, you want to keep the elbow real close into the body. So you're brushing the elbow right past the ears, or right past the ribs, I should say. All the way up. Nice deep breaths. All right, we got the chin off the chest. We're looking straight down. All right, keep that spine nice and straight and neutral. All right. Now, we got some core work to do. Of course, everybody thinks of warmer weather like May, April, and June. Everybody thinks bathing suit weather. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to work on your core, because everybody's core looks better in a bathing suit. So let's get to it. Again, we're over on your back, right? And all we're going to do here is going to do a single leg V crunch as we come up. All right, one after the other. Again, I'm reaching not for my shins, I'm reaching for my toes. Even though I can't reach my toes, I'm reaching towards them, right? And again, when I come down, this is going to be an immediate motion right back to my other side. So as soon as that heel touches the ground, the other side comes right back up. And if you can notice, my shoulders, when I come down, the tops of my shoulders are not touching the ground, right? I'm keeping that resistance and that pressure in my core all the way up and down, right? Now again, doing a one-leg, single-leg V-crunch is going to take all the resistance off your lower back. But if you want to modify a little bit more, we can do it with a knee pump. All right, just make sure you try to get that knee in between the hands and the arms. All right, so you're bringing the knee in, keeping that knee bent instead of a straight. So you can do a straight leg like this, or a single leg knee pump. All right, which is going to keep your back a little flatter onto the ground. All right, now next one up, we're going to take your hands, we're going to sit on them. And this will be a basic scissor crunch or a scissor kick crunch. Again, my shoulders are up off the ground. All right, these are legs 60 degrees, right? So they're not up here, they're not low, they're in the middle. Again, short kicks, nice deep breaths. Again, I got my chin up off my chest and looking right towards my shoes. Big squeeze in the lower abdominals. All right. Now this one was everybody's favorite exercise, everybody's favorite core exercise in the workouts in April. I can guarantee it, but I'm going to put it in here. This is where you come all the way up, right? Touch your shoes. You'll come back, and as you come back, the legs come up, and you pulse one time to those shoes, and then come back down. And do the whole thing over, right? So you come up, tap, all the way down, legs come up, and pulse. Just like this. Now, again, if you want to modify it, you can come up as high as you want, or as low as you want. If you can't get up all the way, that's okay. Just try to get up as high as you can. When you come down, give me that single leg V crunch to the left, and then give me another crunch, and then give me a single leg V crunch to the right, or a single leg knee pump. All right? I guarantee you guys, gang, if you do those 3 or 4 ab exercises, coupled with all this full body work in this maintenance exercise video, and then also do the same exercise video workouts, or the same exercise workout that I sent you in your email, I promise you, stay consistent and persistent with this stuff, it'll work. We'll see you next time. We'll see you next week.